Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today we are testing a new foundation that I'm really excited to try. I haven't heard anything about this foundation. I actually stumbled upon this foundation yesterday, and I'll give you the story behind that, but it is the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra-Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF of 30. So I bought this yesterday from Blue Mercury. I actually spontaneously stopped in because I was in the car in the drive-thru line at Chick-fil-A picking up dinner for the girls before I had to pick up Brooklyn from gymnastics in like 20 minutes. And I was, parked waiting for my food, and I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see an influencer that I follow, and she's actually applying this product, but in the banana shade. I'll apply this too as well. This is the Rodial Peach Lowlighter Lit From Within Complexion Enhancer. So I saw a video of her applying the banana one and blended it in, and it looked amazing. That I picked up my phone because Blue Mercury was in the same shopping center I was at with Chick-fil-A. I called them and I said, hey, do you guys have this product? And they said, yes. I said, okay, I'm coming by to grab it. I've got like 5 minutes. And I walk in and I pick this up, and then I ended up getting a host of other things. I picked up the banana powder as well. This looked really beautiful. And then I picked up this foundation literally in like 2 minutes. The guy sold me on it. So I'm gonna give this a try. We're gonna test it out to see what we think. I will check in with you guys throughout the day and we'll look. But what intrigued me about this foundation is that he described it as just looking really natural on the skin. He said that it has a natural matte luminous finish. What? Natural matte luminous? Like, what? So we're gonna test that out and see. He said it's very lightweight, it's customizable coverage. He said it's great for mature skin or skin that has texture. So we're gonna put it to the test and see what we think. I did swatch it on my hand last night and I was like, okay, I'm sold. So let's see if this really was worth it. I think I paid around $60 for this. I'm just gonna go through kind of what this foundation is described on the box here. It says this innovative skincare liquid foundation is infused with hyaluronic acid. It instantly locks in moisture for fully hydrated and smooth skin, made to create a matte luminous finish. Its vegan formula combines the exclusive Skin Fit technology with light glowing pigments to improve long-lasting hold and guarantee perfect color match. Added SPF 30 helps protect skin from UV damages, suitable for all skin types. This lightweight texture provides buildable coverage. And then on the back, it says that 2 drops will give you sheer coverage. It says that 4 drops will give you medium coverage. And then it says that 6 drops will give you full coverage. It says you can apply it with your fingertips or a foundation brush, start in the center and work your way out towards the edge of the face. Okay, so let's open this up and give this a try. I just have skincare on today. I'm not gonna apply any primers or anything like that. When I'm testing a new foundation, I really like to see how the foundation is going to perform on its own. Okay, so the bottle is really beautiful. It's this frosted glass, heavy, kind of egg-shaped bottle. Really pretty. I can tell by just looking, and it looks really watery. Do you guys see that? Very, very watery. Okay, let's shake this up. I think he said this was a new foundation. I don't know. I don't really follow the brand By Terry too closely, but I think he said that. I might be wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna shake this up pretty good. Did I already tell you guys that I got the shade 400N Neutral Medium? Is the shade that I picked up. So when you take off the little dropper, this is what you get. And let's just go ahead and drop some on the hand. I'm gonna do 4 drops because he said that that'll give you medium coverage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. We got a little bit more there. We don't have to use it all. Okay, so it is very liquidy and very watery. You have to be careful. I don't even want to tilt my hand to show you guys because it'll kind of, I can tell it's just gonna slide right down. The shade looks really good for me. I'm gonna take my 106 brush and we're gonna start in the center of the face. But first, I'm gonna zoom you guys in a bit closer. All right, so I'm gonna go directly into the product with my brush, and we're gonna start in the center, and I'm gonna just kind of press and move my brush outward just so I spread the product really well. What is that scent? Fragrance, something strong. Okay, so I'm actually really impressed with the coverage that I get for how light it feels and how thin it is. Okay, that blended in so quick and easy. I definitely think that I'm gonna get just the right amount of coverage with 4 drops. I guess we did 5, didn't we? But I am gonna use all of it. Okay, that looks really nice. Great coverage, but it doesn't look heavy at all. It feels very lightweight. I mean, it doesn't even feel like I have anything on the skin. Okay, that is really beautiful. All right, let's take a look at this, you guys. What do we think? I think the coverage is nice. It's definitely a solid medium coverage with those 4 to 5 drops. It definitely looks a lot more radiant to me than matte at this point, but I haven't given it a whole lot of time to set either. So maybe that matte finish that they describe will set shortly. But to me, it definitely looks luminous. Yeah, it definitely looks luminous. I mean, it's not like overly glowy or radiant, but I wouldn't look at this and describe this as any kind of matte. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this product because this is actually what I saw that motivated my spontaneous stop in to Bluemercury. This is the, I actually got the peach low lighter. The video I saw was the banana, but he said that the peach was a new shade that they launched. It's a Lit From Within complexion enhancer. I swatched this real quickly in store and it looked like it could work as concealer. It looked like it was one of those products that could either be your concealer alone or you could pair on top of concealer. This is what the product looks like. It's just kind of like a big, you know, large concealer component. The banana shade that I swatched was quite a bit lighter than this one. It has a large doe foot applicator with a little flat side. And I'm gonna apply this underneath my eyes. I don't have concealer, so we're gonna see how this works on its own. It's got that peach undertone, so I suspect that it will cancel out and neutralize darkness as peach does under the eyes. And I'm gonna kind of spread it. Now in the video that I saw, she took it all the way down and really highlighted her face with it. I mean, it was beautiful. It was enough for me to be sitting there in the line at Chick-fil-A, see that video, pick up the phone because I saw Bluemercury across the way, and go and get it. Okay, I'm gonna use the BK Beauty sponge to blend this in. Oh, that's so pretty. I would include the video that I'm referring to that I saw, but I actually went to her feed later. When I was at Bluemercury, I was trying to go to her Instagram feed to find the video to show him, but then I realized that it was like an ad that the brand had served me, so it wasn't on her feed. I think she created the video and then they were running ads with it. But I will see if I can find it, and if I can find it, I will link it below for you. Maybe it's on their feed. I didn't even check to think there. Did I just say I didn't even check to think there? I didn't even think to check there. Gosh, that is so pretty. Okay, I love that. Definitely doesn't fully cover, but on top of the right concealer, I think this would be perfect. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, that I love. I love that. So pretty. I want to put a little bit more in the inner corner. You know what? I'm actually going to switch to, you know what? I'm going to use it. I'm going to build this. I was going to switch to a concealer that I had here, but we're going to use a tiny bit more of this, and we're just going to pop it right there just to get a little more coverage there. Okay, perfect. And I'm just going to kind of press it. I'm going to try not to blend it out too much because then I will just be absorbing it and then I'll lose that coverage. So that's about good. I'm going to let it dry down because once it dries down, it'll give a little more coverage. Perfect. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, so let's talk about the foundation. It definitely has more of a radiant glow to me. I can see how they're describing this as like a natural, what did they call it? A matte luminous finish. I can see how they get to that description from this. Matte in the sense that, well, it is actually a little, it doesn't feel matte. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky, but there's a slight, what is that? Yeah, if I do this, I can feel it on my fingertips. So I don't know. I don't know that I would call this matte. I would call this a soft radiance for sure. A soft like radiance from within because it's not overly glowy. It's not overly luminous. It's not real pearlescent, but it's definitely not matte. So, okay, next I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna set underneath the eyes in the center of the face, and I'm really excited to use this. This is the Instaglam Compact Deluxe Banana Powder. And I'm actually gonna use a sponge to apply this. We're gonna use a sponge on one side and a brush on the other because I really wanna test this out. So I'm gonna use my BK Beauty 108 brush. This is my favorite brush for setting underneath the eyes. I swatched this on my hand too and I was like, add to cart, done. It was so silky and beautiful and it gave a very soft radiance. Ooh, okay, that is really nice. If you like that really matte, like yellow highlight under the eye, this is gonna give it to you. And it does smooth and blur texture. Okay, we're getting a little cakey here. I'm getting a little cakey. All right, we're gonna try the sponge and we're gonna try the other side. Okay, So this gives you a very matte, bright look. It's pretty, but it's definitely like, okay, she's got some makeup on, you know? Look at that. It completely blurs everything. And then I'm gonna dust it right here on the forehead. Yeah, the foundation's a little too radiant for me. I don't know. I like the texture. I like how lightweight it feels, but it's a little too radiant. Okay, I do like the powder though, and I like the concealer. I'm not necessarily saying I don't like the foundation. Let's give it the day, but I feel like I need to put quite a bit of powder down to mattify it. Okay, I like the way the skin looks now. I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so I just finished my makeup. It's about 11:45 a.m. I'm gonna go about my day and I will do a couple of check-ins later today to show you guys how things are looking. At this point, I am feeling like I don't necessarily know that I love all of these products, and it could have been, you know, application error. When I look at my face, I feel like it looks very heavy underneath my eyes, just too much makeup. And I will say that I probably applied too much of the Peach Lowlighter. I was kind of going off of what I saw on Instagram, and then building it was not a good idea. At first it looked good, but now that I've set it with powder and it's been about 20 minutes, it just is magnifying all of the texture underneath my eyes. So not to say that I don't like these products, but I definitely need to play more with them because the way that I applied them today did not work well. I also think that perhaps maybe these don't go together. Maybe I apply them separately. So, you know, stay tuned on that. I will say right now, I don't like the way this looks. So whether it was too much product or not the right combination is yet to be determined. The foundation looks pretty good all over the face aside from, you know, underneath here. But if I look at my forehead, if I look at my chin, if I look at the perimeter of my face, things look really light and natural. I don't know how they got to a matte finish with this though, because I definitely don't think that it has a matte finish. But I'm gonna go through my day. Like I said, I will check in with you guys at the end of the day and we will see how things are wearing. Hey everyone, it is 3:15, so that I've had the makeup on for about 3.5 hours and I haven't touched up at all. I haven't refreshed my makeup. I have to say it's looking better than I expected it to be. I honestly thought it was gonna be pretty shiny and greasy at this point, based on how it looked immediately after applying it, but it actually doesn't. It looks pretty good. I do feel like it looks very heavy and you can see a lot of texture like right here under the eyes. But again, remember I layered that brightening under eye product pretty heavily and then I powdered it pretty heavily. So that I feel is more of those two products, not necessarily the foundation. If I look on my forehead, which is where I applied a light layer of foundation, look here on my cheeks and on my chin, things look pretty good. It's not too shiny at all. I do think that if I look on the side of my cheek, I can see a little bit of blemishes that I couldn't quite see before. So I think it's worn off a little bit. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. Out of 1 out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6 or so. I am gonna touch up with powder when we get home and then I will check in with you guys a little bit later today and we will see how things are wearing. Hey everyone, so it's about 6:45 p.m. and I'm doing my last check-in with you guys. So I've had the foundation on for about 7 hours and from afar, things look really good. I'm actually standing in front of, I will show you, just a natural lit window. I don't have any lights in front of me. And the skin, when I'm looking in my phone, it looks really pretty and radiant. When I look in a mirror up close, it looks really shiny. I did touch up with powder shortly after my last check-in with you guys, and it did freshen things up. Things looked really great. Underneath my eye, things look really heavy though. And you can see where I've got sunglasses on, that's kind of moved. Do you see how heavy and how much texture you can see here? It's just not pretty. All of this area is just too much. And I don't necessarily think that's the foundation. I think it's the peach brightener that I used. So I think all of these products I need to play with a little bit more. I think they have potential, but I don't think the way that I applied them today was any way that I'd ever do again or recommend. I'm really curious to try this foundation with, say, one of my long wear matte foundations, like my Dior Skin matte foundation. I want to add a couple drops to that and see how it works, because I have a feeling that I'll get less radiance, but I'll get a little bit of radiance, but I'll get longevity, which is very important to me. That's kind of one of my non-negotiables when it comes to foundation. I need something to last on me longer than this did, because let's see, I didn't put my makeup on until almost noon. Most people put their makeup on at 8 a.m., 7:30, 8:30 a.m., and they need it to last until this time. This definitely would not have lasted on me if I had it on any longer. So those are my thoughts. I'm gonna test this out some more, and I definitely will update you guys in future videos, how I played with it, what changes I made, and how it worked. As of now, if I were just basing it off of this review, I probably wouldn't wear this again, or I wouldn't recommend it, and I wouldn't wear it again this way. But I do think these products have potential. I think that I just need to play with them more, because when I see them all and individually, and I swatch them and I feel the texture and play with them, they're all beautiful products. But what we did today just didn't work out. So I hope this was helpful. Like I said, I will leave you guys updates in the comments in the description box of other ways that I try this before I upload this video and let you know. And then I promise to give you guys an update in videos, possibly my favorites video at the end of the month. I'll recap and kind of share an update on that. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thank you so much for your time in watching this video. As always, hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.